Hey, how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's pick a card reading. So today's question is the next 48 hours. So what's going to be happening for you over the next 48 hours? Now this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're drawn to this video is when it's meant for you. Okay, so let's get straight to the pile selection. So all I need you to do is choose one of these 4 piles. Feel free to pause the video here whilst you make your choice. Just use your gut instinct and your intuition to lead you to the pile for you. And once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. And for personal and private readings, check the description box below. Okay, so let's get straight on to group number 1. Okay, group 1, let's take a look at your messages for the next 48 hours. Okay. Sorry if you can hear that noise in the background, it's my bunny chewing some cardboard. But it keeps him happy, so I hope it's not too bothersome for you. So, first card. The Devil in reverse. Next card. 8 of Cups reversed. Third card, the World reverse. Okay. So I do feel over these next 48 hours, you're going to be letting go of something here. Initially, I see you releasing something that feels toxic, very negative, or even addictive. Now, this could be about a person, or it could be about a substance, or something that you've not felt like you've had control over, and like it's had control over you. So I do feel like you're starting out this time in a really positive way. But then as we proceed over the next few hours, I do feel like there's a sense of you going backwards again. This is about repeating a cycle. So I definitely need some clarification on this for you. So let's see. Next 48 hours for you, group 1. Okay, so we've got truth be told. I don't read these ones in reverse, just so you know. Building blocks. Okay, got 2 there. A change in the wind. And a leg up. Okay. This is going to sound really weird. Maybe it won't sound weird to you, but it just feels weird that I'm going to say this, but it feels like there's a level of like dullness to these next couple of days, or I don't know if that's how you're feeling right now. Like things are pretty meh. Like I'm just getting a very insipid energy, and maybe that you're wanting a change in the wind. For some of you, you might be working really hard on something, so it may be that you're actually at work focusing on your career, but this could also be focusing on working on something else, working on things around the home, or building upon knowledge. So you could be learning a lot these next couple of days, but this could also be working on trying to release something, trying to release whatever this addiction is. There is a change in the wind coming. So I do feel like this stagnant energy that feels, even if you just look at the colors, they're all very sort of muted. I mean, they're earthy tones, but definitely earthy tones. So I don't know if you're an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or whether it's going to be a very work-focused couple of days for you. You know, it's not all doom and gloom. It's only 48 hours that you might be feeling this way. So that's something to always keep in mind. You know, this too shall pass. Whatever I'm going through right now won't last. Okay, and yeah, I see that as a book, even though it's a window in that picture, but I'm seeing a book. So I feel like for some of you, you're going to be reading a physical book, or whether it's an ebook, or maybe you're more of a visual learner, or you may be more of an audio learner. So whatever way that you learn, I definitely feel like this is going to be a learning process for you. So whether this is you actively seeking out knowledge, or whether this knowledge comes to you off the back of what you've been going through lately and the next couple of days. Okay, but there definitely feels like there's something that's repeating here. So you may be fully aware of what this is, this cycle that's repeating. For some of you, you may not have that awareness yet that it is, in fact, a cycle that's repeating. So it may be that you gain clarity, okay? You may find the truth about this situation that, okay, this is definitely something that I don't want to continue. Okay, or I've also realized that I can let something go that isn't serving me. So yeah, I definitely feel that there's a lot of growth, okay? Even if it's just 48 hours, it only takes a second for something to actually change, or for your perspective to change, or for something to be brought into your awareness, okay? That's all it takes. And I also feel this is a time when you either may be calling upon someone for some help, or you may be giving a leg up to someone else. So you might be very much focused on other people that you care about, that are around you. I'm seeing a lot of animals as well. So for some of you, you might be very focused on your pets or just animals in general. Maybe that's something that you're learning about here. But if it's nothing to do with animals or Mother Nature in particular, again, with all of that earth energy that's coming through, even though we do have water as well, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and we have Aquarius there as well, it just feels, yeah, there's definitely a lot of earth energy. So a lot of physical action, I feel like, is being taken. And yeah, whether that's physical help that you're asking for, or that you're being asked to give. Okay, so let's take a look. I'll pull out some of these random messages. There's lots of, yeah, as I said, just random things. Okay. First one, speak your truth. Don't wait. Driver. Journalist. Stay present. Sixth house. Okay. So the sixth house is Virgo's house, okay, in the astrological wheel. So yeah, definitely that earth energy, and Virgo is the worker. I mean, well, all of the earth signs are, but particularly Virgo and Capricorn, which we have here. So for some of you, it might even be about cleaning. Virgo does like to clean and keep things nice and organized and tidy. So this might be something as well that you're quite focused on. And that might be something that you're building upon here, your organizational skills. Okay, that might be something that you're learning as well. Something that maybe you couldn't see before, a way of organizing or arranging something that, yeah, you weren't able to see, but you changed your perspective, or someone helped you to see that. So it might be that you bring someone in that helps to see things in a different way, because sometimes ourselves, we could look at something over and over again and we're still looking at it through our own eyes. So it's quite difficult for us to be able to change how we look at things, or we certainly have to have a lot of awareness and the will to want to see a change in that. But you bring someone else in with a completely fresh perspective, they may be able to give you the insight that you couldn't, but also vice versa. You know, you can see things that they don't see. So yeah, definitely something to do with working. It is the house of service as well. So yeah, which makes sense with that leg up, providing a service of some kind. So yeah, it may even be in the work that you do. You're providing service, you're helping people. You're either you could be a healer, you could be a personal trainer. It's about physical health as well. So you could work in the health sector, or this could be something that you're very much focused on these next couple of days, your health and well-being. So it could be your mental stability, your emotional well-being, or your physical, maybe all three. But I definitely see being in that place of wanting a change and wanting things to move forwards now, okay, where I feel like you've been either at a standstill or you feel like you've been moving backwards, but you're in this place now, group one, that a change is coming. And with this energy of don't wait, this is where I feel like you're not going to wait anymore. It may be that you were waiting for an opening of some kind, or maybe you're waiting for your own energy to be regenerated so you could take a step forwards. And it may be about speaking your truth to somebody specific here, okay? So you might want to reach out and say something. Oh, I've just realized, I don't know if you lot could see that. There's a card here that was upside down, okay? Social media influencer. I just felt like that's really weird that was there. I didn't even see it. And okay, but we'll come back to that. So yeah, I just feel like there's something to do with, taking action, releasing something negative that wasn't serving you, and speak your truth and be honest about it. I feel like this is getting really real with yourself, okay? Looking at yourself in the mirror and being brutally honest, okay? So if it's not that you want to speak to someone else, I definitely feel like this is about being very, very real and authentic with you, okay? Now, it may be for some of you as well that somebody comes back to you. Okay, this could be some kind of reconciliation here. Somebody from your past is re-entering, okay, and they may want to speak up and say something to you. But I also feel like it might be something to do with writing, with journalists there. I mean, some of you may resonate with the career journalist, and, maybe you're into journalism, media, social media, writing. But it may be that you write down your feelings or you write down your truth. And for some of you, it might be that you post that on social media. Maybe you feel like you want to say something you've been thinking about for a while, but you haven't had either the courage or the will or the energy to do so. So it may be that this is moving into the time when you do have that courage, energy, or will to say what you want to say. But it may be for some of you that you want to write down your feelings and you don't want to share that, but you just want to get it out in some way. You want to be able to voice it so you can almost detach from it in a way. So yeah, that's something that some of you might be doing, especially if there is a lot you want to say, but you don't feel you want to share it with anyone. Definitely write it down. I feel for you, group 1, there's something about you writing, getting it out of your system, and whether you keep that as a reference to look back on or you decide to bury it, burn it, depending on the element that it's attuned with, maybe how you decide to dispose of it. But I feel like you might even drive somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely see some of you driving somewhere, and whether that's, again, getting out the car and speaking to someone that you care about, or even sitting on a cliff. For some of you, I see you kind of sitting on a cliff or somewhere up really high, up in the clouds and contemplating, okay, or doing some kind of ritual, or going there with somewhere special, going there with someone special, and having some kind of heart-to-heart conversation. But you are being called to stay present over these next 48 hours because you are working, and you are working towards your future. But I feel like in your mind you might be skipping too far ahead, or you might be too obsessed with the details, or even emotionally you are in the past still. So you might still be quite stuck, or a habit or a feeling might still be quite stuck in the past. So yes, you are being called to try to remain as present as you can, which will be for your highest good, I sense. But yes, so coming to the social media reverse. No, not reverse, but it was obviously flipped around the other way, and I just didn't see it because I think my hands were over it in my view. Okay, so I don't know. The fact that it was hidden, okay, so it was hidden from view. So it might be that some of you have been hiding on social media. So maybe, I don't know, whether you've gone MIA, you deleted an account, or you deactivated an account. Now, it could be somebody else as well. If you've kind of been, acting as you normally would, business as usual, then it might be somebody else that you may notice is coming out of the forefront here. So it might even be that you receive some kind of a message or a request, okay, through social media from someone that was either hidden from view that you knew of, but you knew they were hiding, or that they had disappeared for a while and then they reappear, or somebody that you'd never noticed before that pops out, okay? So yeah, whether that's somebody else, or if you know it's you and you've been hiding in some way, it may be that this is the time that you now emerge and decide, this is it, I'm here, okay, I'm here to stay. And lastly, I will just look at the romance angels as well for love messages for the next 48 hours. Love messages next 48 hours. Okay. Oh, okay. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. Oh, it's a little sinister. Okay. One more. Next 48 hours, group 1. Oh my God, okay, separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Okay, yeah, so for some of you that could be very literal. For some of you, you know that you've been taking time away, but I just think that that aligns very well with that hidden social media aspect. So yeah, it might be that you have been separated from someone and there is that reconcile that's on the horizon. Now, of course, if you're in an amazingly happy relationship right now, then, you know, this isn't going to apply necessarily. It may even be that you're just having some time apart because you're working on separate things at this time. But yeah, there is an element of something mysterious here, something that's not quite, yeah, that's either not physically seen. So either like you're not physically seeing your person right now. So yeah, there could be a bit of a break on the horizon over the next couple of days. But yeah, it just feels like there's something that's not quite honest here. I don't know what that is. It just feels like, yeah, this might be what this speak your truth and truth be told is about. Okay, so it might be that your person or somebody you've been thinking about has been keeping it to themselves. And I feel like there is this level of trying to keep it to themselves, but it may be your energy as well, trying to keep something to yourself. And then needing to have some time apart, yes. And deception very well matches, I feel like, with the devil. So yeah, I feel like you're trying to remove yourself from this energy right now, group one. And I definitely feel like it's for your highest good at this moment. But of course, this is just the next 48 hours. So things can rapidly change, of course. So in another couple of days after that, this may be a totally different reading. So yeah, I feel like you've got a lot going on, and I think it is definitely wise for you to be focused on the practical things and matters, and focusing on definitely working, listening to your emotions, but ultimately staying present and being as honest with others, but also as honest with yourself as you can. And I feel like this 48 hours will be quite a transformative one in the end. Okay, so I do hope that this resonates for you, and please let me know down in the comments below if it does, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And for personal readings, check the description box below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 2, let's take a look at your next 48 hours. And just remember, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're drawn to this reading is when it's meant for you. Okay, so first card, King of Cups in reverse. Second card, the Eight of Wands reversed. Final card, the Magician in reverse. Ooh, okay. Well, group 2. I do feel like you are going to be taking things a little bit more slowly over these next couple of days. For some of you, you might be wary of this masculine energy. Now, it doesn't have to be a man specifically, but it's definitely a masculine energy coming through. And we've got fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, water. And some of you might be dealing with an emotionally unavailable or detached person, okay? Now, if you're the divine masculine watching this, this might be your energy. You might be pushing down your emotions at this time and trying to slow things down, okay? For some of you, this may be emotional manipulation as well, and you may be focusing on trying to, I just see about putting out a fire here. But with this Magician reversed, it does show there's something that's a little bit calculated here, maybe a little too calculated. So I definitely need more clarity on this for you. So what's going on next 48 hours for you, group number 2? Serendipity. Love that card, and I just love the energy of serendipity. Okay. Oh, see that one jump? To the sea. All that glitters. Blessed. The number 22. I mean, this feels pretty good. I mean, the oracle messages are definitely nicer than the tarot for you, group 2. But I feel like, this may be what's going on the outside. And this is what's going on the inside. okay? Not necessarily, but it could be. So that's sometimes the way that I see it. And quite literally, for some of you, you might be going to the sea. If you live close to the sea, or even if you don't. For some of you, this might be going on holiday. Or going on, a traveling expedition somewhere close to a body of water. Now, if you're not going to be traveling anywhere or going to the sea, I feel like this could be even you taking a long bath. But I definitely see some level of pampering and relaxation here. But also I feel like you're going to be meditating as well, certainly taking some time out to reflect. And I feel like there's something emotional going on here that's maybe brewing. And it may not be something that you're even consciously thinking about or aware about these next couple of days. But I get the sense with you being drawn close to water that it's due to your emotional healing that's needed. And it's like your body's way of saying, like, you need to feel some emotion here, or you need to express, or you need to process something. So, get to the sea, okay? Because that will really help you. For some of you, it might be a very calming influence for you. Or, as I said, taking a long bath or a cleansing shower might be something that you decide to do. Yeah, because sometimes I'm seeing like water, definitely like rain as well. Yeah, for some of you, it might be raining. And probably if you're in the UK, that's more than likely. Don't know what's happened to this summer. So yeah, some of you might be out in the rain. And yeah, for some of you as well, I feel like you're going to see a butterfly, okay? And maybe, I don't know, I'm feeling like a green butterfly perhaps. Yeah, even though there's not a butterfly in that image, but it's giving me butterfly energy vibes. But you could be seeing clovers as well, or be going for walks in nature or in fields. But I see you just being in a very dreamy place. I don't feel like you're going to be the most focused on working or reality. So yeah, you might be taking some time off. But yeah, I definitely don't feel like it's going to be like a couple of days of hard labor for you. Yeah, and I just feel like there's going to be some good things that happen for sure, because you're going to be feeling extra blessed and grateful for what's happening. For some of you might be celebrating a birthday, or you might be receiving some gifts. I definitely see some glamour here, okay, and maybe some glitter. So for some of you, this again might be very literal, and whether it's makeup, you're putting on makeup with a little bit of glitter, or you're wearing lots of gold or nice jewelry, or you could be creating art that has glitter or gold in it, okay? Definitely something to do with something shiny that takes your attention. Yeah, something shiny and new. Even a car for some of you, I feel like, I don't know, even cleaning a car, or, but again, I'm not seeing the labor here. I'm seeing a lot of enjoyment and a lot of more so relaxation and fun, but definitely something serendipitous that is going to happen. So for some of you, it may be around the time that you do see a butterfly, okay? Or you're taking a walk in nature or something, and you come across something that, yeah, that's put you in the path for what you're meant to receive, okay? Definitely something. I feel like I need more clarity on that. So I'm just going to get another one of these cards for you. Next couple of days for you, next 48 hours. Oh my God, happy. Okay, it's definitely got to be, I haven't done all the readings yet, but I'm sure we can't really get much better than this. Okay, now, again, this is just not reflecting so much of what's going on here, but this may actually become more clear in a second. So, yeah, you're definitely going to be in a really positive mood. So yeah, for some of you might be receiving good news of some kind, or yeah, receiving gifts and receiving signs from the universe. Maybe things that you've been manifesting are coming to fruition now. So you might be receiving the fruits of your labor. That's where this feels like, it's almost like a summertime feeling, where you've put all of the effort into everything during those winter months and autumn months, and planting the seeds, and in spring you've seen them starting to appear, but in summer it's like in full swing, where you can sit back and relax and just watching, almost like watching your money piling up here in some way, or watching gifts piling up. So yeah, and for some of you this could be love as well, new love opportunities that are piling up, and you're just going to be feeling like, wow, I've just got everything that I've wanted and needed. And it may come because you're taking some time out as well. For some of you, if you decided to slow down with this energy, this emotional unavailability with this particular person, Okay. And like I said, whether this is an external person that you have been focused on, that you've decided to put the kibosh on, like, I'm not dealing with this person anymore. Either they're a trickster, game player, or maybe even you might feel like that's where you've been. I've been too calculating about this and it's not been good for me. So I'm going to slow this right down and, put the brakes on for a minute. But for some of you, it might be that they also are the one that does that. They might put the brakes on and step away. Or as I said, if you are that divine masculine watching this, it might be your energy of, okay, I'm just not going to focus too much on my emotions, and I'm going to focus on all of the blessings that I have surrounding me right now. Okay, but I will say that with the all that glitters, the next part of that sentence is not gold. Okay, so yeah, it may be that you just need to be aware that something, if you do come across something that's really, I don't know, seems too good to be true as well. I would always say, just check yourself and maybe have a night's sleep on it. Okay, if someone's asking you to make a decision, it may be that you just need some time to think about it, or even that you've been elated or you've seen something in a way that you weren't seeing the reality of the situation. So it may be that you just need to take a little bit of time to reassess and, not jump in with both feet straight away. Okay, because that does feel like there's something slightly deceptive about that. Okay, but let's take a look at these messages in here. Oh, I wish you could smell what's in here, because this used to contain bath bombs. Oh my God, it smells amazing. Let's take a look at some random messages through here. Next 48 hours. Okay, so we've got family. Avoid this energy. Social media influencer. That one did come out last time. The 8th house. You have the wisdom. Introspect. Someone is watching you. Okay, creepy much? Okay, yeah, so someone I feel like might be watching you on social media. So it may be as well that you are posting that everything is great. That could be the case. And I know that's, it's not a judgment, it's just an observation. Okay, so it may be that you're posting, I love my life, everything's wonderful. And for some of you, I feel like that's the genuine truth. I feel like you really are, because we've got so many positive, happy indicators here coming through. So for some of you, you might just be that's living your truth in some way and just be like, I'm happy with my life, it's great. And again, some of you might be sharing that. For some of you might not be, you might be keeping it to yourself, but there is definitely somebody keeping an eye on you, okay? Either keeping an eye on your social media or in your place of work or somewhere that you frequent quite often. Okay, definitely someone keeping an eye on you. Now, for some of you might be avoiding your family. For some of you, you may not be able to avoid your family over the next couple of days. For some of you, this might be nothing to do with your family. Maybe you be happy or happiest spending time with your family. But there is something to avoid here, and I do feel like this is about this magician character here for sure. So whether this is your energy of over-calculating or obsessing, or trying to create something which doesn't feel right. There's something about it that doesn't feel right, or you don't have all the answers to yet, or whether this is someone else's energy that you're aware of here, then you are definitely being called to avoid the energy. But I feel like that's what you're going to be doing, because this is about your next 48 hours. So I feel like, whatever's not serving you, you are going to avoid that energy. And for some of you, you might even be in your own kind of cocoon here with the 8th house. You might be feeling quite private and, focusing on the good things around you. Again, not focusing on what's not good, but focusing on what is. Now, the 8th house also represents taxes, but I'm not getting a tax-like energy here, or a taxing energy. So for some of you, this could be sex as well, because 8th house, that represents sex. Also death and transformation, the occult, astrology. So if you're into that kind of stuff, that might be something that you're also focused on these next couple of days. But it may be more about the secrecy or the kind of hidden aspect to it. It is the house of Scorpio. So it may also be that you resonate with Scorpio energy in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, north or south node. But it may be that you're just into Scorpio-like things the next couple of days. But yeah, I'm just seeing a lot more brightness. I'm seeing a lot of bright colors. So you might be surrounding yourself with very bubbly energy as well. So whether that's bubbly and happy people, or whether you're in that bubbly and happy place and you make everybody else happy. But I really feel like you're somebody that shines very brightly, like a star. So it may be that a lot of people want to attain you. Especially because you seem to be in such a good place. You're in a very high vibrational state. And when you're in that kind of state, it is the most attractive to people. So yeah, you might be, I just feel like you're going to be attracting everything. Definitely keep your focus on the positive over these next couple of days. Okay, you have the wisdom. So you are someone that's very knowledgeable. And I feel like this is about you putting that wisdom into practice. And it just feels like more of a relaxation now, because you may have been putting in all of this time and effort into things, but now it's time for you to have a bit of a rest, okay? And to enjoy serendipitous events. So very much about going with the flow here, going with your gut, your intuition, and where you feel drawn to go. So yeah, I just almost sense as well that you're not really going to be planning too much. You're just going to see where the wind takes you. Okay, so it may also be that you take this time to reflect or to introspect on a deeper level. So definitely, I feel like for some of you might be doing yoga or meditating or some kind of spiritual or religious work or praying for sure. And yeah, I just see you feeling really grateful, really blessed, and in a positive and an energy of self-care as well. Okay, and some of you might even be spoiling yourself a little bit. So you might be buying new clothes or new makeup or something for your house or something very shiny. I'm just seeing something like gold, shiny, something that has like a gold trim or gold edge, even like cards like this that have the gold, the gilding, or a book or something. Yeah, definitely using that color gold. But yeah, we've got all these colors. Look at the rainbow colors here as well, and the star. But I also feel like, yeah, for some of you, if you are a social media influencer, or even if you're not an influencer and you just use social media, whether it's personal or business, I just feel like if you were thinking about doing something, posting something, I think you're in a really good place to be able to receive what you want to receive, okay? So let's just look finally at love messages for you over these next 48 hours. Love messages for group number 2. Okay, we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay, yeah, so for some of you, it may be that your soulmate is coming into your life in the next couple of days. And you may think, wow, that's pretty crazy and unlikely. But hey, stay optimistic. Because I always just heard someone say that, like, oh, as if that's going to happen in the next 2 days. But yeah, that's why I'm here. It's definitely stay optimistic, because it could happen. Okay, what makes within the next 2 days any less likely than a year from now or 2 weeks from now, It really makes no difference. It's timing. It's all about timing and serendipity. So whether or not you meet the person within the next couple of days, I feel like everything that's happening over the next 48 hours for you is aligning you with your soulmate here. And if some of you are already connected and in a loving relationship with your soulmate, it may be more so about you being closer with that person and being more connected with them on a spiritual level, I feel like, with this person. So yeah, whether you're in a relationship or not, this is definitely aligning you for love, okay, in a deeper and a more fulfilling and happier way, because this is definitely about feeling, I don't know, like you're going to be feeling on top of the world these next couple of days. You really are. And it may be that you're meditating or trying to manifest love into your life. Some of you might be doing like a heart chakra opening meditation, or getting some Reiki healing, or really focusing on self-love. okay? And the more you focus on self-love, the more love externally you're going to attract towards you. So definitely say affirmations every day, and feel free to write them down in the comments below as well. I always welcome you to express yourself in the comments, because your words are powerful, and the more effort you put into your manifestations and your affirmations, the more you're going to get out of them. So even by writing something down, and whether it's in the comments or whether it's in your own notebook somewhere, you could also just say it out loud. If you don't like to write things down, you could say it, but there's one thing thinking it, and that's definitely the best way. You know, you want to have it in the mind first, but if you can do just take it one step further, that will just give it more of an edge, more power to you. Okay, so yeah, definitely stay optimistic about your love life, no matter what's going on, or whatever this kind of emotionally unavailable or trickster energy that's coming through that you need to avoid. Try to remain optimistic, but I just feel like you will regardless. I think you're going to be like, do you know what? I'm not interested in energy that isn't serving me or that's negative, or I'm not interested in repeating any kind of cycle. And, you know, I'm here for my soulmate. That's what I'm here for. So I almost see you just being in, yeah, this amazing bubble. And I think, yes, stay in that bubble. I mean, you have to do the practical work as well, and you can't stay in the bubble forever. But certainly the longer you stay in this high vibrational place, the more you're going to attract and be on the path to meeting or connecting on a deeper level with your soulmate. Okay, so I do hope that this resonates for you, group 2. And if it does, please let me know down in the comments below. And please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And for personal readings, check the description box below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 3, let's take a look at your next 48 hours. Okay, first card, 5 of Coins. Second card, 6 of Cups. Okay, definitely a mixed bag. I will be looking at some oracle messages in just a moment here as well. Okay, so, and remember, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're drawn to this is when it's meant for you. So with the 5 of Coins, so you might be starting off the first part of these next 48 hours feeling rejected, okay, or feeling left out in the cold in some way. Now, it may be that you're rejecting someone else, okay, or rejecting an offer. So for some of you, this could also be about your health or about your finances, okay? Feeling insecure in some way, or feeling there's a lack of stability there, okay? Definitely something that feels quite pressing and, you know, maybe be tugging on your heartstrings right now, okay? Or certainly in the next few hours, okay, as this is moving forwards over these next 48 hours. So yeah, this might be the immediacy, but then I do see a change coming. So 6 of Cups. It may be that you're missing someone. For some of you, it might be spending time with children, whether these are your children or other children. You might work with children, or be connected with someone with children. But it definitely feels like a longing in a way. And the same almost here with the 3 of Wands, there's a longing and a thinking about the future. So yeah, I definitely feel like you're going to be in a place where you're really thinking about your future plans and where you're headed. So for some of you, you might be thinking about even starting a family. That could be what's very much pressing on your mind at this time. Or for some of you, this could be about relocating or traveling somewhere. Okay, it's definitely about distance and about a journey. So let's take a look at your oracle messages here. Next 48 hours for you, group number 3. Serendipity, that one did come out in one of the other readings. And it is one of my favorite cards. Just makes me smile every time. Co-create. See that one nearly jump out? Imagine. Milk and honey. Oh my God, time for a nap. What is going on here, group 3? Okay. It almost feels like you're not going to be on this planet the next couple of days. Like, it just feels like you're going to be completely detached here. Like, I just don't see you being very present on Earth. And it may be because this is where you are right now and you're feeling like, oh, I don't want to be present. I'd rather escape, quite honestly. So yeah, for some of you, you might be escaping Okay, using things to make you feel like you can escape. So you might be in a really dreamy place, an imaginative place. You might be in a creative space, okay, with co-create. Yeah, you might be doing something with your hands, making something. Some of you might be painting, or sculpting as well, or shaping something with your hands. Okay, that's going to be for quite a select group, I feel. But also this is about working together as a team. Okay, so for some of you, this might be where this rejection stems from. Maybe you wanted to work on something with someone and they rejected you, or you rejected them. They wanted to work with you and you said no. Okay, so for some of you, it might be opportunities that are coming through, work offers or love offers that you decline. Okay, but I feel like you are definitely going to be resting more so, maybe in your physical body, but I feel like you're definitely going to be having some very vivid dreams, daydreams, night dreams. I think your visions are going to be very intense right now. You might be a natural visionary. So yeah, I just feel like one of your biggest strengths, group 3, certainly over the next 48 hours, is going to be your vision. Okay, the way that you see things is going to be like, I don't know, like on steroids in some way. I don't know what's going on. For some of you, it may be experimenting with drugs and alcohol, or lots of very rich foods as well, with milk and honey. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely about indulging in some way. You're going to be indulging yourself here. Now, it might even be to do with movies, films. Movies and films are the same thing. Movies, films, TV shows, music. Definitely things that don't feel, they're not very grounded at all. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. This is clearly what you need to do right now. For some of you, it may be that you feel you need to ground yourself a little bit. But for others of you, this might just be that you need to feel like you can escape from the mundane. Because even if you look at all that, the black in that card, you know, there's this one very dark and a low vibrational energy here. And then everything around it is like, whoa, beautiful sunshine, rainbows. So it might be that that's how you feel inside, but you're not going to show that to the world, or you're not going to show that externally. But I feel like it goes deeper than that, and that you're not going to let that situation bring you down in any way. And you're still very much focused on, you know, where you want to be in the future. So this could be a very good time for manifesting for you, group 3. If that's something you've been thinking about, or you've been thinking about putting some spiritual work into action, yeah, this is definitely a good time to do it, because you are going to be in that place of being very dreamy. And for some of you, might be up quite late at night as well. You might be very focused on the moon's cycles also, with the 2 moon images that we've got there. So yeah, definitely something to do with the night time, or you're going to be, as I said, very active in the dreamscape during the night time. But also very much up in the clouds. I feel like you're going to be, like, you may even feel like you're drifting away a little bit. But, you know, I will just, as a little bit of advice, I will say that, you know, maybe take the next couple of days to do that, but don't stay up there too long, especially if this is where you are, okay? And this is not you rejecting someone else or rejecting monetary offers coming through. If you're not feeling the most stable in your health or finances, or your own self-esteem and security, then it is important to really ground yourself as well, because you could then become out of balance with your root chakra if you allow yourself to be swept away too much. So yeah, try to bring yourself back to earth just a little bit. Take a walk in nature barefoot, or hug a tree or something. You know, do something that it connects with the ground. Okay, even gardening as well. Some of you might be gardening, or taking some walks in nature. But I definitely see it feels more like a leisurely time for you. Okay, so again, this might even be a holiday, or just taking a break from working or from helping everybody. It might even be, as I said, helping out with children or something, or teaching as well. You might be teaching something to a child, or yeah, or even learning something from a child. But I feel like everything that's happening right now is very much serendipitous energy. So I do feel like it's putting you in the path for you to receive the things that you've been desiring and maybe the things that you've been manifesting here. So yeah, really just feel like a very magical next couple of days for you. So let's see what else is coming through here. Also, some of you might see a rainbow. So you might have some sun and a bit of rain. And certainly if you're in the UK, it will happen multiple times a day, I'm sure. Okay, so we've got to be honest. Yeah, so again, so it could be very literal. Some of you might be having a picnic as well. With family, with friends, or even on your own. Retail, might be taking some retail therapy. We've got new beginning. You have the wisdom. Surgeon. Driver. Oh, fire brigade. For my regulars, you know that one. Hasn't come out in a while. Okay, obsessed. Weird. Yeah, so for some of you, it might be that you're trying to get out of obsession or moving away from obsession. For some of you, it could be that you're very much in the obsession, but it just, that's not something I was really picking up on, to be honest with you. So I'm not sure what that's about here. But again, anything can be obsession if you're doing it to excess. So even if that is eating to excess or sleeping to excess or fantasizing too much without putting in the practical physical action to manifest what you want. For some of you, it could be that someone is obsessed over you, okay? Yeah, I do feel like that could be the case here for you. Weird energy. It may even be that you know this, that they're obsessed with you, or that you have a sense that something's off, and this may be why it's like you're trying to run away or trying to escape that in some way. Like you don't want to be a part of that energy. Okay, with surgeon, for some of you, this could be, again, very literal, could be the work that you do. So maybe you're taking some time off from all your surgeoning. It could be, for some of you, that you are having some kind of procedure, or someone close to you is having a procedure or has recently had one, and that might be you taking care of them at this moment. Okay, but if it's not literal, because we don't like to take everything literally, it could be more metaphorically that, yeah, because with fire brigade as well, surgeon, it's like the emergency, well, that's one of the emergency services, of course. But yeah, something to do with healthcare or putting out fires, putting out a fire before it gets out of control. Yeah, something I'm hearing there's, yeah, putting out a fire before it gets out of control. I don't know what that means specifically, but some of you might know what I'm talking about. Also, to be a surgeon, you'd have to have a very steady hands, and obviously have a lot of knowledge. You have the wisdom, have the knowledge, but also to be very precise, okay, particular. It's all about the tiny details, microscopic details, I'm sure at some point, or, minute, certainly. There's, something about the details here. So I know this is probably sounding so ambiguous, but it is what it is. It's a very random pile, group 3. So I almost feel like that's also the case, where it's just going to be it just almost feels like you're going to be in some kind of weird time loop, or you're like a deja vu, or that, you're just not quite there in reality these next couple of days. Yeah, but there is a new beginning on the horizon through this journey, I feel like. And I feel like that's something that you are definitely working towards, a fresh start in some way. And yeah, for some of you might be driving and taking a trip with people. Again, that came through earlier with that, or thinking about a future, thinking about travel plans. So some of you might be booking a driver, an Uber driver, or you might be driving someone or by yourself somewhere. With new beginning, it's almost like you need to sleep on it. So again, it might be that you're offered something and then you need some time to sleep before deciding to start this new venture or new relationship potentially. But if you think about every day when we wake up is a new beginning, every day is a new day. So I almost feel when you wake up out of this kind of haze, yeah, it's like a start for you to now be honest. So yeah, it may be that you've not been wanting, wow, okay, sorry, you've seen that just flipped out, wasn't even intending to, but I'll talk about that in a second. It may be that you weren't intending to be honest with someone or honest with yourself about something, but once you've gone through these next 48 hours, you'll be in the place where you feel like you can be honest, and you can put that into action. Okay, now the card that I just flicked out there is new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So this could be what that the new beginning is about there. But let's get another card here for you. Love messages for you next couple of days. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Wow, yeah, so for some of you, it may be that you are spending this weekend, not weekend, well, it could be, seeing as I said it for you, that you're watching this, or the next 48 hours with someone really special to you. And it may be that you two are like in this, yeah, dreamy like place where you're not focused on anything else going on around you. You know, almost like the honeymoon stage. And this definitely feels like a new energy. So for those of you, it may be a reconcile, or it could even be that you're just having a lot of fun with your current partner. But yeah, it just feels very new and it feels exciting. And yeah, definitely something to do with you getting to know someone more. Okay, or this is putting you on the path to meet someone. So for some of you might have been manifesting love or a new relationship to come in. So I feel like this is a confirmation of that, if that's something that you have been thinking about. But yeah, it definitely feels like very romantic and dreamy and almost, yeah, a little bit of like too good to be true, but more so like rose tinted glasses, or like the honeymoon stage where you're not focused on their flaws and you're focused on how wonderful and perfect they are. But that's, you know, it's all part of the process. And I think as long as you don't get too swept away in that, and as I said, you're able to ground yourself. So yeah, it may be that you've been swept away with this connection, but you haven't truly seen the reality of this person or gone to know each other properly. So yeah, it's almost like that love at first sight energy. And especially with serendipity there, it may be that, you know, something that occurs over these next couple of days brings you into the arms of the person that you're going to next have romantic feelings for here. Definitely something that is triggering your passions, I feel, over the next couple of days. So yeah, quite exciting, I feel like, for you, group 3. So let me know down in the comments below if this resonates for you, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And for personal readings, check the description box below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 4, let's take a look at the next 48 hours for you. Okay, first card. Page of Swords. Justice, reverse, and then the Knight of Coins. Okay. All right, so I will be pulling the oracle messages in a moment, and I will look specifically at love as well to see what's coming through. But the first things that are coming through here, we've got the card of Libra there, so you may resonate with the sign of Libra in your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North or South Node. But it could be that somebody else that you know is the sign of Libra that you're dealing with over these next couple of days. For some of you, this could also be legal matters, legal issues, okay? Paperwork, contracts, something along those lines, something that's to do with money, I feel like, or money or your work. Potentially it could be a home or even a car lease or something like that. But I do get the sense that it doesn't feel fair in some way, or doesn't feel just. But it may also be that you're not receiving the results of whatever this situation is. So because I sense you having to wait for something, or like keeping an eye, being poised and ready for the information to come through or the results. We also have air, the other air signs, air, Aquarius and Gemini, and then we do have Earth as well, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For some of you might be dealing, I mean, there's a younger energy here, and then there's a slightly older, but not that much older. Okay, so we've got 2 males here, so it could be that you're dealing with 2 particular males. Doesn't have to be though. But one, it could be yeah, one could be potentially acting immature. One could be acting distant or overworking or being uninterested or not putting in the effort or the money that is needed here in some way. Okay, so let's take a look at what else is coming through for you next couple of days. So just remember, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're drawn to this reading is when it's meant for you. And remember that it's only 48 hours, so a lot can change after that. So even if it doesn't feel the best at first, it's not that long to endure before things will change. But there's always going to be highs and lows. So let's see what else is coming through for you. Next 48 hours, group 4. Time for a nap. This one has come out in one of the other readings. Okay. Clean it up. New life. A leg up. The fates. Okay. Yes, it does feel like whatever's happening for you the next 48 hours is going to be karmic. Because this is all meant to happen for a reason. That may be comforting to some of you, it may not be, but it's almost, sometimes it can feel comforting if you feel like if this is meant to happen, especially if you didn't feel like you had control over this. There's some lesson to learn from this, I feel like. Okay, so whether it's not repeating something you've already done in this life, or it could be about not repeating something you've done in the past life, but it could also be about repeating something you did in the past life, so you learn about it in this life, okay? Clean it up. I just feel like, yeah, you might be feeling like you need to clean up. You need to clean up a very literal mess. So some of you might be cleaning your home. You might be very focused on that. But it also may be that, yeah, you're trying to clean up the mess that maybe somebody else has created, or maybe even you created. Okay, and it's okay. It's okay to accept if you might have been or had part in creating the mess, as long as you're willing and able to help clean it up, okay, your side of it. Okay, or be able to even see that you created a mess, because sometimes we can't always see that we had a hand in something. So this might be a time of self-awareness for you. I just definitely feel like there's something about being asleep, and I don't feel like this is actually your energy. For some of you, this might be, again, very literal. You might be taking lots of naps or resting, sleeping, or sleeping on a situation. But it could be that someone else you feel like is sleeping on a situation, and it just feels like there's something very unbalanced here and unfair, and it's like you're trying to get results, but yeah, there's someone or another party here who's appearing to be asleep to this. So this could even be, if this is a romantic connection, it could be about you feeling it's a soul contract or a karmic connection that only you are awake to and the other person is currently still asleep to it, or they're appearing that they're asleep to it. Okay, because some of you, this could be about a relationship breakup of some kind, or something that doesn't feel fair, and whether this is, it might be you being poised, waiting for someone else's relationship to break up, or it might be that you are almost on this, almost, I feel like on tenterhooks, waiting for a breakdown of some kind, okay, or waiting for a negative result in some way. This is about leaning on others, okay, for support, or others leaning on you for support here. It definitely feels like let your friends help you, or let your family be of service of some kind, or I just feel like there's something that you're going to be awakening to here, or something that has been awakened within you. Like you've been asleep as well. You've been asleep to something, and it's like, like you're awake and someone else isn't. So it's like either that you see the inequality in something, or you see how something doesn't feel fair. Like you've just awakened to that, but someone else hasn't, okay? Or someone else hasn't seen your worth yet. And I just get this energy of keeping an eye, spying on someone. So yeah, for some of you, you might be the one keeping an eye, but it may be someone else's energy as well that's keeping an eye on you. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through for you the next 48 hours. writer, nail tech, the 8th house, second chance, teacher, interior designer, let it go. 4th house, the 11th house. That's weird. Sometimes I hardly ever get any other houses, and now I've got 3. Okay. So. All right, let's look at the careers here. So we've got nail tech. So yeah, some of you might be getting your nails done. Okay. You might be doing someone else's nails, or it could be something that you're thinking about doing here. Maybe it's something that you want to have done. I don't know. Some of you, yeah. Because I even see in this image of them, like potentially, I don't know if I'm not seeing that right, whether they've just got great hands or whether they're wearing gloves there. But yeah, some of you might break a nail and need to go and get your nails done or to fix them in some way. It might even be doing it whilst writing, okay? I'm just getting a massage sense as well, like soothing massage. So it may be that even getting your nails done or watching like nails getting done, like ASMR on, I don't know, yeah, YouTube, TikTok, whatever. That might be something that's really relaxing. Yeah, I'm just getting something to do with ASMR for you. Yeah, watching something that feels very therapeutic in some way. For some of you might be learning something. Okay, you might be furthering your knowledge in a particular area. It may also be that you are teaching someone else something, or you feel like, I just heard this, for some of you teaching them a lesson. Okay, so for some of you might be teaching them a lesson, and it may be that's letting them go. And that's teaching them a lesson that you can't behave this way and expect me to stick around. So I'm off, I'm out of here. Okay, definitely something, yeah. I know that's not for everybody, but I just felt someone definitely said that. Yeah, with second chance, here it may be that somebody does want a second chance with you. A second chance to get to know you, or a second chance to act right. But yeah, I just feel like you're going to be quite tentative about allowing that to occur. Some of you might be working on interior design, again with that clean it up energy. So it might be that you're reorganizing the home, or you're selling things as well. Some of you might be selling things, Facebook Marketplace, something like that, or Etsy or Depop. Yeah, something to do with interiors or cleaning, organizing, rearranging things. It may be that you're seeing things in a different perspective, and it may be that you get your friends or family members to help you with that. Or maybe you're roped into helping someone else. I'm definitely seeing boxes for some of you, like boxes or crates, baskets, something like that, that either you're carrying, putting things in, moving things around. Yeah, I just see all this kind of movability energy and just, yeah, not really wanting to be still. So for some of you, this might be nervous energy that's kind of built up in you, and you're needing to express it in some way. And maybe cleaning is something that you find very, very therapeutic. And again, it may be that you like watching cleaning videos, and that might be something that you are focused on. It might be something that motivates you as well. It might get you in the mood. I don't know. Definitely another weird one. But again, that's why I really love doing the 48-hour ones, because you just never know what's going to happen in 48 hours for each different group. And I just find that the most just interesting and shocking sometimes. So love it. Okay. But yeah, with the fourth house is actually the home. Okay. It's actually your home, but it can be about your mother, the moon, emotional sensitivities. But I really am taking this as like your home. So again, whether this is thinking about relocating, or this could be about house selling as well, selling a house, moving out, signing contracts. It might be that you're waiting for that to happen. Okay, maybe you feel like, again, the result wasn't fair, or you didn't get as much money as you thought you would. Or you might have to go back to the drawing board and, yeah, something to do with offers, accepting or rejecting, potentially. 11th house is the house of society and friends. So yeah, for some of you, as I said, you might be getting your friends involved. Maybe one of your friends or family members is like a professional that's able to give you some guidance and advice. Yeah, is able to teach you something about the process of what you're going through right now. And with the 8th house, something to do with things being hidden. 8th house is the house of Scorpio. So you may resonate with the sign of Scorpio. We do have Aquarius there as well, Cancer. So you may resonate with those signs too. But this is about potentially taxes as well. So this could be about taxes, something that you're focused on. Maybe it's really arduous, long, boring work, which, well, I feel like taxes are, that kind of thing. 8th house is also sex. It's transformation. It's all things that are deep, hidden, or the occult, tarot, astrology. So it could be things that also you're delving into. But I just see you being almost still being at home. You may not even leave the home very much. I'm not seeing you spending much time like outdoors or much in nature. I just feel like you're going to be very focused on what's going on around you at home. And maybe some of you work from home. Or again, you're going to be putting in that time and focus into your home. And there could be other things that are going on technologically. But again, you're going to be doing from like a home base is what I'm feeling. Okay, so finally, let's just look at the romance angels and see what love messages are coming through for you for the next 48 hours. Okay, so we've got this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Okay. So this doesn't feel, with these messages, that this is actually what's happening over the next couple of days. Now, of course, it could be for some of you, but with all the other surrounding energies, this feels more like where you are headed, okay? Now, it may be that you are in a place where you've got these romantic feelings for someone, okay? Especially if, for some of this could be a third-party situation. You're waiting for another connection to end. So you might be, as I said, on tenterhooks, awaiting some kind of conclusion, okay, in some way. Or it might be that you're waiting for someone to say, let's be in a relationship, let's be together. So that might also be the answer that you're waiting for. And these could be questions that you're thinking about. This could be the one. So you might be questioning yourself and thinking, is this person the one? It may feel like this person is the one. And with that, you've already met the romantic partner you seek. Yeah, it just feels like if there is not anybody in your life right now that you can pin these feelings to, you know, if you're not having romantic feelings for someone, I feel like the next person coming in, you do know and you've met before. And whether you've shared a connection before romantically or whether you've just met them, known them, worked with them, I feel like there's this energy of past here about this person and you coming together here. So yeah, it might just be that you might be feeling a little bit dreamy and thinking about them first thing in the morning or last thing at night, and maybe, imagining, literally like a honeymoon together, imagining going on a trip with this person. And it might be something that you're working towards here. This is what you're really wanting. Okay, now, the fact that it says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. Now, for some of you, it may even be there's a situation blocking someone. I'm seeing that now. There's so many layers to this particular reading group like so many layers to this. I don't know why, and whether it's just going to be a very rich and fulfilling couple of days or there's a hell of a lot going on for you. But yeah, a lot of layers, like I'm peeling it like an onion. So yeah, for some of you, it might be that this unfair situation, potentially contractually, is blocking your romantic partner from coming in. This could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be, though. It could be somebody, again, that you work with, or somebody where there's a connection to money, somebody that wants to come in to see you or give you money for a service, or vice versa. But yeah, it just feels like there's something that's in the way right now. But this is why I feel like it's fated. It's meant to be this way at the moment. So divine timing is working for you. And if you're meant to be with this person, this situation will be resolved and you will come together, okay? It does feel like this could be like the love of a lifetime that the two of you will share. But I also will just give you a little warning because it does feel quite, what's the word? Like exalted. If you think about a planet that's in its exaltation, for instance, like Jupiter in Pisces right now, it can make things look better than they are. So it may be that you're not seeing the reality of this potential relationship, okay, when it comes in. So I just feel like you're being called to take your time, not rush, and yeah, maybe even to put your focus into other things, your finances or your home, your organizing, your appearance, self-care, and not to get too swept away by this potential romantic connection. Okay, so I do hope that this resonates for you, group 4. And if it does, please let me know down in the comments below. And please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And for personal readings, check the description box below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care.